Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Washington where two men are facing gun charges after being arrested by police. On Saturday, Washington police were called to West 11th Street near Trade Street. There, officers say they arrested 20-year-old Larry Ebron Jr. after he tried to run away. They also arrested 19-year-old Rayondre Satterwaith. Ebron was charged with felony possession of cocaine, carrying a concealed weapon, and resist, delay, or obstruct an officer. Satterwaith was charged with possession of a stolen gun and carrying a concealed weapon. Both were taken to the Beaufort County Jail with Ebron under a $25,000 bond and Satterwaith under a $10,000 secured bond. And now for some happier news. This out of Jacksonville, where an officer, after spending 68 years of service, is now retired and was given a special gift from his co-workers. For decades, Officer X.Y. Brown was the school crossing guard at Northwoods Elementary School on Henderson Drive. Now, members of the department's traffic division recently visited the 98-year-old Brown and handed him the stop sign he used all those years. The police department signed one side of the sign, while on the other, the students and teachers placed their signatures. Now, Brown was beaming as officers told him the children at the school missed him. The retired officer said he misses them too. Now, Brown started as a volunteer with the department in 1957 while working as a truck driver at Camp Lejeune. Brown spent 14 years as a reservist and then became a school crossing guard in 1986, a position he held at retirement. Now, in June 1996, Brown was reclassified as a part-time police officer. Want to say big congratulations go out to Officer Brown. 68 years of great service. It's a long time. Now let's take a look at your forecast. Right now, cloud cover is stretching across eastern North Carolina, and that has, along with the northeasterly winds, has really knocked our air temperatures down from where they were yesterday. If you're a fan of the warmer weather, not to worry, it is going to be coming back later on this week. But for right now, it's still looking cloudy across the area. We'll see a little bit more of the sun try to break through as we head into tomorrow afternoon. But tonight into tomorrow morning will remain cloudy. Not seeing a whole lot of change, at least in your sky conditions overnight tonight. Now, rain showers are starting to again come down across the triangle, extending all the way down towards Fayetteville. This will bring some light showers to portions of eastern North Carolina through the next several hours. Air temperatures currently in the low to mid 50s across most of the east, but air temps are a little bit cooler as you get closer to the Virginia line, where currently we're looking at temps in the upper 40s, 49 degrees in Rocky Mount, as well as Edenton, 46 in Ahoskie and Manio. Now, when compared to where we were yesterday at this time, most inland areas have seen air temperatures come down between around 20 to nearly 30 degrees. It has been a significant cool down, one I'm sure many of you have noticed stepping outside. Not to worry, this is eastern North Carolina. Just because we go from spring one day to winter the next doesn't mean we can't flip back to that spring later on this week. And in fact, that's exactly what is going to be happening. Air temperatures are going to be rising over the next several days. Now tonight, overnight lows will dip down into the low 40s overnight tonight, at least through this evening, looking at mid to upper 40s. But by the time we wake up tomorrow, 42, 43, 44 degrees going to be present throughout many areas of eastern North Carolina. By the time we get to around lunchtime, though, those air temperatures will be rising and doing so quickly, making their way into the upper 50s by noon, mid 60s between 3, 4, and 5 p.m. Now, a south-southeasterly wind should blow in at a fairly light 4 to 8 miles per hour, but the direction is crucial. Seeing that southeasterly wind flow direction will certainly keep a lot of that heat flowing into eastern North Carolina. Now, the area of low pressure further back towards the west, that will be again encouraging more of that southerly wind flow over the following days, giving us a pretty good shot of some warmth as we head through near Tuesday, more so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even Tuesday of next week, with air temperatures staying, well, looks like about by the time we get to Friday, about 20 degrees above average. It is going to be toasty for the end of this week. So again, if you've got any sort of outdoor plans or just outdoor activities you love to do, this weekend, at least the end of this week, should be fantastic weather for you. Well, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Monday. We'll see you back here coming up at 4 o'clock.